Hey guys, welcome to number 8 of the Derby Creamer Live, and to start this episode we're going to have a look what happened in the last episode because it's absolutely atrocious. We lost massively against Arsenal, 5-1 in total. It should have probably been 5-0, but we did win a penalty late on. But we did win against Middlesbrough, who are just below us. But today's game, we are against Cardiff, they're just below us as well. And then we've got Bristol City, who are about 14th. I might rest up the team a little bit because then in midweek we've got top of the table Reading away from home. We seem to be playing quite a few away games in the big games, and might even move on to that QPR game in the next episode. I think we'll be playing 3, maybe 4 games in this episode. We haven't really played that many games recently. We've only been playing like 2 or 3 a game, an episode. So let's go into the game against Cardiff. It is away from home, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Cardiff obviously just below us in the table, and I'm really tempted to rest up Thomas Ince because fitness-wise he's not looking too good. I've actually decided to completely drop Weimann because he isn't performing at the moment, so if we drop him for a couple of games, maybe he'll be a bit better when we do put him back into the subs bench, but we'll have to see. So we're just going to go for this lineup and see how we do. So here's the Cardiff lineup for today. They've got Kenwyne Jones up front, Sammy Ameobi out wide, Fabio, the brother of course, Raphael, David Marshall in goal. It's a very strong team, and the amount of pace they've got out wide, and then the big man Kenwyne Jones up front, he could be quite effective. But here is our lineup. We haven't made any changes. I was tempted to rest up Ince, but there's plenty of time to rest him in that Bristol City game. We are still the top scorers, but Cardiff are the second highest scorers, so this may be one of the toughest games we've had so far in this career mode in the Championship. Ooh, Darren Bent. And it's in the back of the net. Yes, boys, he is the impact sub of dreams. Literally being on the pitch for maybe 5 minutes game time. Gets that goal, just takes it off the defender. Beautiful bit of play. And it is really difficult to like keep Martin in the first team because like when you've got Darren Bent just sat there, you know he can score straight away. But I think the way that we are doing it, where we bring him off the bench, he has the bit of more freedom, he has the pace to break down the defence, and a little bit lucky, like just a ball over the top, defender doesn't control it properly, and then Darren clinically finishes it. But a goal's a goal, 6th goal this season, should be the top goal scorer now. And there it is, full-time whistle, 1-0 victory. Not the most of exciting games, but let's be honest, it's probably one of our toughest games. Cardiff, second highest scorers in the league, and we had quite a bit of possession. We had like 56%. Normally we only have like 40, so that just shows how well we controlled that game and stuff like that. So looking at our scout reports here, these are some of the players that we are going to potentially sign in the next window. Aziz is a CDM, he's got very nice stats. It's 94 jumping, 92 stamina, not the best of strength though for a holding midfielder, like 42. Probably not going to look into getting him if he's only got 42 strength, so I'm just going to remove him from the short list. This guy, he's a 5-star skill, a very nice pace, pretty good dribbling as well. He'll be quite an interesting one. He wouldn't be too expensive as well, not too much wages. Same with this guy, very pacey, 92 pace, and very nice shooting power, dribbling and stuff like that. Danny Calabos, not the fastest of players, but I see this guy more as a centre attacking mid, just sitting in behind Chris Martin or Darren Bent in that Johnson role. Hoga is definitely someone I'm going to look at because he is that kind of player that's 77 rated, obviously, 60 grand a week wages. That's the only issue I really have with him because he might ask for quite a bit, but very nice rounded stats, can play in a few positions. Bangora, not too expensive, 35 grand a week. I think that's what Darren Bent's actually on, so maybe we could pick him up. So into the game we go. It is at the Ep8 Stadium against Bristol City. We have made quite a few changes for this game, as we have got the midweek game against Reading, who are top of the table, so resting up some of our key players will be important. Defensively, we haven't made that many changes. We've only put Drommel in goal, who, that's kind of a big decision, dropping your keeper is in pretty good form, just to rest him up for the next game. So here is the lineup. We've gone for Drommel in goal, then we put Butterfield into the midfield for Will Hughes. Then we got Damari Gray out wide, dropping Ince and swapping Russell to that right hand side. Maybe he'll do a little bit better out there because that is his default positioning. They got Agard up front, Pack, Freeman. They've gone for a 5-3-2. I think that's what they play in real life, to be fairly honest. And Ben Hamer in goal. He did actually do quite well last season for Leicester in a couple of games, and now he's at Bristol City, so it's kind of crazy. I think that's Liam Moore from Leicester City as well, so maybe there's some kind of deal going on there, but hopefully we can get a positive result. If we win this game, we're actually 6 wins in a row, so that's something kind of crazy. Here we go, Chris Martin's through. And that's a goal. There we go. Beautiful little strike into the bottom. left-hand corner just before half time, a critical time to score the goal, because if we waited till the second half, players started to get tired. It was a nice run from Butterfield, a nice ball through, and then eventually we just put it across the keeper and put it in the back of the net. A really critical goal, and now we've got the opportunity to rest up some of our bigger players in the second half, but we'll have to see. Oh, no, 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 no. That's what I just said. I said when I was making those subs, we still haven't won this game. We still haven't got the 3 points, so we need to keep on trying. Then they went on the attack here. Nice ball through. Really lucky deflection off Seso Cambo. It always seems to be Seso Cambo, though, who gives him the lucky deflection back of the net there. Now we need to get a goal. We have got Darren Bent on the pitch, who is the top goal scorer in the league. So let's see if he can do some damage. Go on, Darren. There we go, Andy Vyman off the bench, in the right place at the right time. It wasn't exactly the most difficult of goals, but it's a goal, and we needed that desperately. That was really nice from Darren Bent, just shouldering off the defender. Keeper got a bit unlucky. His defence probably could have cleared that out, but open net for Andy Vyman. Hopefully that goal will give him the confidence, and we definitely needed that goal. I'm going to put it on ultra defensive now for the last 5 minutes. Really, really big goal, as if we win the next game, we could go top. There we go, that's the full time whistle. That was actually a chance for us to make it 3-1 as well there, but getting the 3 points against a very tough Bristol City side. I don't know if it was the formation or the fact that they had quite a bit of pace up front, but they really did do quite a lot of damage, and obviously we had the Ungolian. Bit of a shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet, but I tell you who the best player in that pitch was Jacob Butterfield, and he hasn't played that many games. That was really nice to see. Reading have won their game 1-0. That was a bit lucky there from Bolton. But we are going to go into the training now. Still 4 points off them, but obviously if we win the next game, then we'll only be 1 point. But we are 4 points clear in the top 2, so that's something definitely to look at. So our next game is against Reading. It is in the league. It is probably the biggest game so far in this career mode, in terms of if we win it, we can get in a really comfortable position, just 1 point behind them. They slip up once in the next like 30 games, we go top, simple as that. So we need to definitely win this game. As you can see around me, it may look a little bit different to the start of this episode. I just had to quickly do something halfway through. I'm actually listening to the Derby game at the moment against Brentford, so if I just start randomly cheering, then we've scored a goal. But anyway, let's go into this game against Reading. We are going to be using the away kit, as it is the most different. I'm tempted to play Bent this game just because of fitness reasons, and I think I am. He didn't play in the last game. Did he? No, I didn't think he did. A little bit, yeah, he did a little bit against Bristol City, but we're going to put Dawkins into the team, put Ince down the middle, switch the wingers, and I think that'll do. Obviously Pearce coming against his former club, and I think that's about it. We obviously can bring on Gray in the second half if need be. Vyman's getting very close to being a 70 rated player. I did actually quite like Hansen that last game, which I'm kind of tempted to drop Bryson for, but for the time being I'm going to go for that lineup, as it is a very important game. So let's go into the game and see how we do. So they've got Orlando Sat and Vidra up front, a very powerful attack. Piazon and McCleary out wide, Stephen Quinn, Fernandez, Anton Ferdinand, Paul McShane, Gunter, Obita and Douglas in goal. It's a very strong team. Like obviously Quinn and McShane both from Hull, and then Vidra from Watford, Piazon from Chelsea. It's just a strong team. Here we go. Come on, Johnny. Oh, the keeper saved it. That was a really good attack. We got himself into the box. Douglas, the goalkeeper. I'm not too sure what rating he is. I don't know if he's a new signing. So we may have one more attack if we're lucky. And I think we just need to get the ball up the pitch now. And now that's it. That's full time. A draw is kind of okay. Like there's no dominant team in that game. The keeper probably saved him quite a few times. We had 5 shots on target. Not enough possession. Was away from home. It wasn't. You can say all these excuses, but we're still, what is it, 4, maybe 5 points off the top of the table. We'll have to see on what Ipswich have done and stuff like that. So let's have a quick look at what the table looks like. We're going to play that Birmingham game as well, because obviously nothing really happened in that last game. But yeah, we're only 4 points off them. So if they lose the next game and we win, then we can be within 1 point. It's a bit of a shame we couldn't get that victory, but a point's a point. So heading into the final game of this episode is against Birmingham. Obviously Damari Gray coming against his former club. We have left him on the bench for the time being, but there are quite a few changes in this game due to the fact of the international duty of the likes of the Irish and the Scottish players in this team. It's kind of frustrating because I really wanted to keep the back line nice and consistent, but now we've had to throw Shotton in there for this game. Hopefully he can do a good enough job. It is only Birmingham. I think they're about 15th, maybe 13th in the table. Gone for a regular lineup. I've not tried to rest up anyone. I just want to get this game a nice victory after drawing that last one. If we won that Reading game, we would have actually won 7 games in a row, so that's kind of crazy. But anyway, they got Donaldson up front, Maga Homer out wide, John Terrell from Arsenal, Paul Robinson, Jonathan Spector. It's a pretty decent team, but we should be able to beat them with the quality of side we have. Grounds with the ball in the box, and that's in the near post and in the back of the net. Simple as that from Birmingham. I don't know, like Sesson Cambo was on the floor for a little bit, and then we couldn't close down the crosser, and then they just got it in the near post. Maybe my centre back should have been a little bit closer to Donaldson, but now we've got to really try in this game to get the 3 points. Go on, Ben. That's it, back of the net, son. Off the bench. He's been on for about 4 minutes, and he's got himself a goal. Straight away, back into the game. Last 10 minutes now. Can we get the winner? Let's go see. So we've got added time to get a goal now. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. Lee Grant's made a couple of decent saves, which is always annoying when you sell one of your players and then they do really well for the opposition. But hopefully, maybe we can get one more. Go on, Lee, pass it straight to us, would you, mate? Nope, and that's full time right there. 1-1 in the end. We just didn't perform on the day, unfortunately. They had loads of possession. Technically, they didn't have a shot on target. But we had 3, so they got the point. So, not the best of end to this episode, but Reading actually drew against Burnley, so if we won, we would have only been 1 point off top of the table. The scout report has just come back for some of the players from Germany. There's these people here, there's 5 of them. I'm just going to look through these in between these 2 episodes, because I'm not too sure who I'm going to keep and who I'm going to let go, so I'm probably going to at least scout them for another month, because you really can't tell the gist of them. If that guy's a 35 rated player or a 47, I wouldn't mind a 47, but I think that guy looks quite good. Mayer, 45 to 59. That guy looks decent, 45 to 61. So I think I'm just going to decline this guy altogether if he's not even the lowest overall the others. So yeah, I think we're going to look into these 4 players here. Hopefully one of them will be quite decent, as long as they're like high 50s, maybe even pushing on for 60s. That would be quite cool. So if you did enjoy this episode, it would be fantastic if we could smash over 35 likes. I'm really enjoying this series. Can't wait to see what these players are like. I really like it how they have like 45 to 87 jumping. Can you close it down a little bit more? I think you could probably work that out. So we are going to end off the episode here. We're only 4 points off the top of the table, who are Reading. Then there's 2 points between us. We have got the top goal scoring Darren Bent, so it's doing fine. We drew those last 2 games. If we won them, we would have been in a really nice position. But it means we can still, we still have to try to actually get into the Prem. So if we could smash over 35 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.